already set up my account, and
Mm-hmm.
there's another trailhead, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
exactly that trailhead is
Okay,
like?
yeah. Okay, just okay. The trailhead is like it's a playground, like to practice more and more in terms of Salesforce. So, like for example, if you're working in the developer org, and just to get more hands-on, we have a Trailhead playground. So, Salesforce gives this opportunity to all the users across the world to just to practice more and more.
So it's just like a practice thing, like, it's nothing to do with the Salesforce.
No, no, it is uh, like main part of Salesforce. Like for example, if you go for an interview, so they will ask about the trailhead part also. That how many batches do you have in the trailheads? So how many super batches do you have? How many modules do you have completed in the trailheads and all? So they will ask. So class by class, I will be giving you the modules to complete. So uh, like for example, if I give one module and to practice at home, so if you face any problem, then you can ask in the group and also like in the next class. So like it will be more hands-on in terms of sales.
Oh, okay, got you. Because I was
Sure.
going through that first module, and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
regarding that Dreams House LWC. So I did some. I was going through that module and that training thing, like
mm-hmm,
where I need to create the object or something there. So I just have
mm-hmm.
confusion, like, where to check after creation of that object or field, where to check that we did that correctly. So I mean, later on I can screen share, or if you want me to do it now, I can do that.
Yeah, you can do now.
Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay, yeah, this is the one which I installed from that module, uh, the Dream House thing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
then what I did is, let me go to the home page here. Okay, 1 second.
Okay, you have installed from that trailhead, right?
Yeah, that's what I did from the trailer trader. Yes.
Okay, okay. So I need to see the model, which model you have like you're doing.
Uh, 1 second. I think that was from the class from the first session, which you said that we need to go and practice that basics.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
That's the one.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can just search. Yeah, you can search in the search module. Search
So
module. Yeah, Salesforce basics.
that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yes, perfect, perfect. Okay, okay, okay.
So
Yeah,
okay.
the last one you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
the one.
Power with yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one which I completed today. Yeah, that's the one. The
Oh,
get started with the
okay.
Salesforce platform. Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in this it says something about that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these things here, which it says,
Yeah,
and then I came down and they said to.
yeah. I was about to give this module after this class at two, like a couple of modules after this class. So this was also included in that also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
For some reason, I couldn't log in here. I don't know why, but it's saying that that's
Log
correct.
Login in the sense like in Trailhead or Salesforce.
I'm thinking this is Trailhead, so
Yes.
that's
So
my
in order
username.
to
Yeah.
yeah, in order to log in into that playground, that you need to launch that particular module. Then it will redirect you to that particular module, Salesforce.
So from here, you're saying, I mean, from here, I can do that. Because I think here I'm logged in. If you see here my name, it's coming here, it's logged in
Yes,
here.
yes, I can see that. So like they have given the steps, right, to practice. So you have installed from the app exchange the Dreamhouse LWC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So like yeah, scroll down.
Yeah, from here, that's what I did. Click the install package tab, paste this into the field, then install.
Yeah. So just they like they have given the steps to how to install the applications. Like for example, if you are working for the client and some of the applications are not like not available on the Salesforce, so client have some packages. So as an admin, we can install that particular application from the packages.
Okay. So now if I need to log in, like, get into there. So
Mhm.
what do I have to do to get into that module?
Module, come down,
Okay.
scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, down. You need to retake the challenge again, then it will redirect you. You come down, scroll down more.
Ready to.
Go up, little bit up.
Okay, retake this challenge.
Yeah. So then again you will be going to that. Yeah, if you retake this challenge, then it will take you to again. You can practice again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because if once I logged in, then I can show you that what exactly I was having questions on. Yeah, let's start the session. So I don't want to hold on to the session here. Let's start today's session. In the meantime, I'll log in, and if I have any questions, I'll
Okay.
ask back.
Oh,
Thank you.
sure. Thank you so much. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Chintan, do you have Salesforce org with you ready?
No, I'm gonna be honest. I did not do that. I'm still actually on the road from work, but I did not get any login. I'm just joining the meeting for the first time.
Okay. Cal, do you have that login?
For the trailhead?
No. The Trailhead and as well as the developer free org from Salesforce. Trailhead and also that developer login.
Yeah, I don't have that. That's what I need to get set up with.
Okay. Okay. Cal and Chintan, can you please click on that link? And you can share your screen, so like we can set up a developer org and Trailhead for you. Then we can get started. So like everyone will be on same page.
Okay, where am I clicking?
Okay, you need to click on that link, which I have sent you right now in the
Oh,
chat.
you sent, is it, oh, you sent me an email?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, on the chat, on the Zoom chat.
Okay, developer.
.salesforce.
Okay.
Cal, can you share your screen so we can guide you step by step?
Yeah, I thought I was sharing the screen. Hang on.
Yeah.
Where do I do that? Where do you see that? To share it?
Click on that share screen that we have option.
Okay.
Yeah. In the below, In the bottom, you can see beside
Okay.
chat. Yeah, you can click on that share screen, then your screen will be shared with everyone.
Which one should I click on? There's a bunch of screens.
Okay, okay. That your screen, like on which URL you are opening, that Google Chrome or anything.
Can you see it now?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you can go to that your screen, third option, third
Oh,
tab.
this one? Search the web without
No,
leaving.
no. That Salesforce developers. That third tab.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. Click on that.
Okay.
Perfect. Click on the sign up button.
Okay.
Chintan, you can follow the same procedure.
Okay, sounds good.
Just fill this
Yep.
out.
Thanks. Yes. Your name, first name, last name.
Okay.
Your valid email ID.
Yep. Okay, got that. Good.
Your job role. Yeah, you need to fill all the details.
Every single one?
Yes. Your job
Job
role.
role, just put
Then-
what?
Yeah. Anything you like, admin, IT executive, business
Okay.
manager.
Company name, just make up a name.
Yes, yes. Yeah. You can write anything. Username. Like you can write Cal Patel at the rate njpt.com. Anything. Perfect. Okay. Cal, you need to go to that your email ID which you have provided. Then you need to verify that. Then your Salesforce org will be set up.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So it will take like couple of minutes. Then
Yeah,
it
I
will
didn't
come.
get, yeah, I didn't get anything yet. Okay.
Yeah, you will get in couple of minutes. It
Okay.
takes usually 2 to 3 minutes. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's wait for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Then we can. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Chintan, you are doing that, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Okay, Chintan, if you face any problem, you can ask. Okay. And also, guys, we have today mock interview like around 11 o'clock. Ruchita, 11 o'clock, right? Tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow, 11 a.m.
Yeah. So, guys, if you want to, like, I will send you the invite in the group. So, if you want to, like, attend that mock interview for, like, you will be just a mute spectator, just to, like, know more about how the previous batches students are answering the questions. So, you will be, like, it will be very helpful to all.
Hey, Devendra,
So,
11,
we'll try to
11,
record.
is it 11 a.m.
Yeah,
Central
11
time or Eastern time?
EST, Eastern time. Eastern.
Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so minus 10 a.m. then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, then we'll try to record that session. So we'll float across. Then you can also see the recording as well, because like it's a working hour, so some of you might be working. So that is the thing. Okay. So Ruchita, Sirisa will not attend today, right? So she has something got with that certifications and all, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So you and Swapna will be joining, right?
I'm not aware about Swapna, sir, but I am there. I will be there.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. And Ruchita, if you like, if you want to like ask anything before the mock, like you can WhatsApp me so I can address that, like some how to answer that questions and all. So like it will be beneficial for all.
Only thing was like there were a few questions related to
Mhm.
like a Visual Force and Apex and controller. These are some
No,
certain
no,
things
yeah, these
which
are
are
the like,
more
yeah, these are like for the development part, not
correct. So
included in the admin. Yeah, yeah.
uh,
So like you
I
can like, yeah, if you want the information about that, so an overview level, like I can give you the information. So I will provide in the WhatsApp. So these questions are not asked probably in the admin interview.
okay.
Devendra, these are developer basics. If you are sharing something, please share in the group because
Yeah,
we
yeah, I
also
will
need
share.
some information.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, good. Ken. Okay.
Did we lost Dave? Because I can't hear him.
No, no, I'm here. I was typing the URL, the trailer
Oh,
URL.
okay. Okay, no worries.
Okay. Chintan, it is set up for you, right?
Yep, I'm in as well.
Okay, okay. Very good. Cal, I have sent to one URL. You can,
Yeah, I'm in. I have it's
yeah,
all set up.
yeah. Okay. And then again, I have sent one URL,
Email?
trailhead.salesforce.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna take a couple of minutes to come through as well.
No, no, no. I have messaged in the chat,
Oh,
Zoom
in the
chat.
chat. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey Devendra.
Hi.
Hi Lumini.
Hi, Lumni.
I'm doing this trailhead. I struck with
Mhm.
external services. Like there are in that module they have a lot of steps. I think you know.
External module. Okay,
External.
Lumbini. Yeah, yeah. You can. Uh, yeah, you can ping me, so I can address that.
Okay. Uh, okay. I thought like in the class maybe you'll help me after end of the class.
Okay, we'll see that. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Sign up.
Sign up through Salesforce?
Yes. Perfect.
Oh,
Okay. You need to give your username,
yeah.
password. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. You can click on next. You can fill in all the details.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Mm,
Okay, Kel, the account is set up for you. Then you can practice like in your spare time. Like I will giving you the modules, so you can practice that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stop, sir. Chintan, it is done for you, Trailhead.
Okay.
Thank you, Kel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just working on it right now. It should be done.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I think I'm in.
Okay, before starting, like, can anyone tell me that what is CRM and what is Salesforce? Hello, I'm audible.
Yes. CRM is customer relationship management. That's a software through which you get connected with your customers and employees, internal and external. So that's kind of software where everything is centralized and it helps you
Yes.
like marketing and everything.
Yes, and on top of that, like you can say that why it is in demand, right? So it is in demand because of its offerings like Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and also like we can say that uh, mm, like for example, if you're working on Java, C Sharp, like C++, so uh, they are on premises cloud, like for example, just for example, I'm saying that they are not cloud, but to work on the Java you need to install some of the applications like Eclipse and all, but in Salesforce just you need the internet connections and the URL to open that link and you are get going. So you don't need to work upon that databases, like for example while working on the Java, .NET and all, we need a backend. So who is from the .NET background? Amulya, you are right.
Yes, Devendra. I'm from
Yeah,
.NET.
so Amol, yeah. So while working and doing the database, you were doing the database connections, right?
Yes, the SQL Server and Arco.
Yes, yes, yeah. So yeah, but in Salesforce, like as an admin, like when you are working and practicing, so the database is not coming in picture. Perfect.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it is all centralized, like Muzammil said that. So this is the beauty of Salesforce, providing the offerings that all the things, and we don't need to worry about the servers and that particular databases connections and also in one go, like while doing and logging into that Salesforce application, we can work upon. So I need someone to, okay, let me show you the architecture of Salesforce. So here you can see the object, tab, application, profiles. So here the application. So we will be talking about the application. Okay, wait, let me stop share. So can anyone share your screen for me? Muzammil, you can share your screen if you're logged into Salesforce.
I can do that, Devendra. This is
Yeah,
Rashid.
Rashid, you can. Yeah. Yeah, Rashid.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Okay, so you want me to go into the sales? Okay, I'm here.
Okay, Rashid, can you go to the classic mode? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Switch to the, is this the classic mode or
Yeah, this is the
lightning?
classic.
Okay,
No, this is classic one. When you click on that lightning, so it will switch to lightning experience.
okay.
Yeah.
So you want me to switch to lightning experience or just this is the one?
No, classic.
Where is that classic mode? I mean, just click on this link.
No. This is the classic UI.
Oh, okay. This is a classic UI. Okay.
Yes, classic UI. So we have two UIs in Salesforce, like classic and lightning.
Okay.
Because some of the functionalities, like when we will be working on process builders and all, so it will be not work like just for example, click on that setup, go up. Yeah, quick find. No, yeah, that quick find. Yes. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Yeah, click process, right? Process builder, process builder. Okay, perfect. Click on that process builder. Yeah, process builder.
Process builder. No results. Okay.
Okay. No, go back.
Yeah.
Back to setup.
Yeah. Okay. Process.
Process builder.
This one, right?
Yeah. Wait. Process. Okay. So yeah. So you can see that it is redirected to Lightning UI because the process builders are not supported in classic UI. So that is the reason Salesforce has upgraded two versions, classic as well as Lightning. So that is the thing. Some of the features are not working in classic. That is why it is redirecting to Lightning UI. So because when we will be working for workflows, so we will be doing in classic, but while working in that process builder, we will be working on lightning part. So that is the thing. So just for the sake of example, I told you to do that. Yeah, you can go to classic again. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone can see that sales in the highlighted part, sales on the drop down. Yeah, sales. Yeah, perfect. So these are our applications. Yeah, click on that drop down. Yes. Okay. So these are our applications. Like in Salesforce, this is application menu. So you can see service, marketing, app launcher, community, site.com, Salesforce chatter, content, all tabs, app exchange, developer community, Trailblazer community. So these are the listed applications that we have in Salesforce by default, right? When we will be building our first application, that custom application, then it will be listed here. So like you can see in the sales, we have home, like this is the application. So whenever when you log in Salesforce, so you can see that all the applications are listed here. So like for example, Rashid, you are in sales application, right? So if you want to switch to service application, so you can click on service application. Yes. So you can see the specific tabs are available: home, chatter, accounts, contact, cases, solution, reports, dashboards. So these are the relevant tabs or the objects which are associated with service applications. So you can see that you when you again you can click on that drop down. Yes, perfect. You can click on marketing. Yes. So you can see that marketing relevant tabs are available, objects are available like home, chatter, campaigns, leads, contacts, opportunities, reports, and dashboards. So these all are the applications available in Salesforce. So from the next class, we will be building our application, like on the point and click development. We will be building our first application, and wherein we will be creating the objects, and we will be creating the tabs, and also we will be creating our application first, then we will be adding the objects and tabs. So anyone who wants to ask anything about the
Hey, Devendra, the thing is like when
Yes.
I was going through that trailhead module, I
Mhm.
created an object, I created a field, but once I created
Okay.
that, I couldn't able to find
Mhm.
where did I created that just to make sure that, it was created.
Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Where you have created? Like in which org?
I think it was in sales
This
or
this
only.
this.
It was in sales or only.
No, 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 no. You have created one object, right?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So you can click on setup.
Set up.
Yeah.
Set up.
Yeah,
Okay.
setup that. Yeah, perfect. So as an admin, like for everyone, it is like for as an admin, you need to go like when you're working as a system admin of Salesforce, then 100 to 200 times every day you need to go to setup
Set up. Okay.
because everything is available there. Yeah. In the setup, you can type object.
Here in the quick find.
Yes, yes, quick find. Always in the quick find. Yes,
Okay.
perfect.
Object.
Object. Yes. Okay. Object. Okay. Rashid, your screen is too.
Uh,
No, no, no. Go back.
Go
Go back.
back.
Go back.
Okay.
Yes. I think your internet connection is low, right? You know.
Oh, is it like delay in showing? I mean,
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
In
like
the quick find, type object.
quick find type object, right?
Yes, yes. Object.
Okay.
Okay, wait for 1 minute
Okay.
because I can't see that. Yeah, because yeah, now I can see that. Okay, wait. Let that object appear. Mhm. Scroll down little bit. Scroll down here. Yeah. Click on objects under create section. Under
Okay.
create section, click on objects. Yes, perfect. Yes. Okay, Rashid, I think you haven't created any object, so that is why it is not showing. You haven't created any object because it was like a custom object. If you have created, then it will be like showing here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Devendra, Ruchita here. Can he check
Yeah.
on the sales app? Because currently he is on marketing app.
Oh, okay.
No, no, it is no, it is not like that, Ruchita, because we are
Okay.
seeing all the because we
No,
are saying.
Devendra, I think he is talking about a trailhead. He created a object in trailhead.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I know that he had created in Trailhead, but I was checking from that Salesforce and so it was available or not. Yeah.
Oh, we
Okay.
can view here also in the developer org.
No.
Trailhead is connected to our developer org.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yes.
please,
So that is why. I thought I thought to check here also. Rashid, can you do one thing? Go
I
to that
did create it,
module
but
which.
for some reason it is not showing up, Devendra, because under the recent items here, it's showing my name. When I
Yeah.
was doing that in the afternoon, it was
Mhm.
showing a couple of rows here, like one field name was created, one object was created. Those two more rows was displaying here under recent items. But right now I do not see that. So maybe those were not saved or deleted. I don't know.
did you delete it?
I didn't do it. I didn't delete it, but I don't know.
Okay. Can you go to recycle bin and check once? We can check for recycle bin. Yeah, we have a recycle bin.
Under the
No, no.
Set,
Under the
setup.
yeah. No. We can like he can click on that plus button. Yeah, plus icon.
this one.
Yeah, recycle. Yes, yes.
No, I don't think so. It's here and deleted.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what happened.
I think so. Something is like in the object level security and all. So okay, Rashid, we'll discuss this later because
Sure.
like when I will be talking about the security and object level, then all will be confused.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. So meanwhile, like which trailhead you are doing? Can you please show me?
One second.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is probably created in your dream house app.
Okay.
Yes.
This you have created in another application overall, not in sales, not in marketing.
Yes. Yeah. Wait. Go up. Go up. Go up. Yeah. Come down. Come down. Yeah. Come down. Yeah. Wait. So yeah. Wait. Rashid, you can see the broker property and all.
Yeah, broker property, yes.
Yeah. So these are So these are the custom objects.
Okay.
I think so. Okay.
Maybe we can do it one more time just to not confuse everyone else. So that way it will be
Okay.
more clear, I
Okay.
believe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can try that. Okay.
So,
Okay. Rashid, let another people try
sure. Yeah,
because
that
you
will
have
be great.
tried.
That will be great. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me stop sharing now. Okay.
Okay. Ruchita, you can do that. If you have not completed, I think so. You have completed the module, right?
What module, sir?
It was Salesforce platform basics, right, Rashid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
completed,
Ruchita.
sir, but I'm logged in through phone, so I could have done it.
Okay. Sorry
Sorry.
about that.
No.
Okay. Lumbini Amulya.
I think I have completed, sir, but I can, Devendra, I can show it.
Yeah. Please. Yeah,
Oh.
please.
Devendra, I don't have access to the org. Sorry.
Okay. Amulya, that's
I'm
fine.
on mobile too. Yeah.
Yeah. So Amulya, you can Ruchita Amulya, you can also give your inputs like so it will be helpful to the class.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, sir.
It is always have the three answers rather than having one.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank you.
Which module, Devendra?
Salesforce platform basics. Rashid, Salesforce platform basics, right?
Yes, Devendra.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to type platform. Yeah.
Yes. Muzammil, you're getting it right. Cal, Chintan, what we're doing.
Yes,
Okay.
Devendra.
If you find any if you have any questions, you can ask. Like
Sure.
Lakshmi, you are getting that, Dimple.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Lumbini has 27,550 points. Lumbini, when you will reach 1 lakh? Yeah, because the practice makes you more perfect. So like these are the good. Yeah, first one.
Which one, Devendra? In this one?
You need to retake the challenge. Then you can like. I think so from the last one. Rashid, it was last, right? Power up with app exchange.
Correct.
Click on that.
It's a quiz, no, Devendra. It's not.
Devendra,
Okay.
if just
Yeah.
how to create an object, I can share my screen and explain.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can guide him, but yeah, you can show that.
Lumbini, can you give me the screen share access?
Yeah, sure.
Rashid, we can do one thing. Like Ruchita will be telling you how to like she will be sharing her screen and she will be explaining in the class that how to create an object. Okay, then you can see like how actually the object creation works.
Yes, how the object is created and where to look for it, like where it is
Okay.
created. So that way, you know, it
Okay.
will be more clear.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
So these are the apps which we are looking here in the highlight and the Dropbox, service, sales, marketing, app launcher, etc. And these are the objects which we will be creating. So once when we go to the sales, we have some standard objects that are home, accounts, contacts. Since we are working on the sales app right away right now, so we will have leads, opportunities, products. These all are the objects which are related in the sales field. Sorry for the background. And,
No, it's okay.
and
Yeah.
then
And yeah, just to add what Ruchita said that like Rashid and everyone, so you will be having an interview questions on that also, that what is the difference between standard object and custom object. So you can say that the word standard itself says that it is the standard, right? So the objects which are available in by default in Salesforce is called standard object. And what we will be creating now, Ruchita will be creating one custom object. So it will be the custom object. So externally we are creating it for our application. So in the interview, viewer will ask that what is the custom object and what is the difference between the custom as the standard object. So you can like answer that.
correct. So right now I'm just going to the setup. We will be always using these quick find search box. Now we need to create a custom object. So we'll go in the create objects. When we create objects, we need to go to the new custom object, give a name. Let's say this custom object is related to my product phone, plural phones. And object name is phone, open to description. This object displays all details related to the product phone. So record name for now, it's property name. It will be related to the account name, which is again a standard standard object. Data type is text.
Ruchita, I think the record name will be like phone name, right?
Property name. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it is. Yeah. So I was like wondering, we have written phone and properties.
It was
Phone
auto
name.
there. Yeah.
I don't know why
Phone
it is coming. Phone name, yes. All, oh yeah. It's always to better to cross check.
The data type will be, there are options, text format or auto number. For time being, I'm keeping text. And these are certain features which will allow, this will come across since it's your first class. These are tricky to explain right now. And
No,
these
no,
are,
like these are the optional features, like it will allow reports or like activities track field, chatters group. So whatever the objects it will be associated based on that, it will be like populating that. So that is the reason it is there.
and there should be, I think you're missing this button
Yeah.
where it says allow search.
Yes.
And available when the custom object is created.
Yeah.
These are some additional features. If you want, you
Yeah.
can even check those and you save it. After saving, always remember our name was phone. So now what you see here are the objects I told earlier, but these are having a connection with the
Okay.
tabs.
Ruchita, can you do one thing? Can you open one account object in the different tab so we can differentiate how to differentiate between the custom as well as the standard?
Sure, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
So right now, when I say this object is open, we have a tab here when you see highlighted one. If you want to see where my custom object phone is created, after creating, this is the page which will be visible to us with all the details which we have mentioned earlier. Okay, these are the details about the custom object which we created, but we don't see it anywhere here. To get it in this line, there is a plus sign over here. You can still look for your, these are the other objects, but these objects all have certain kind of icon to them, which makes it visible and which makes it easy for us to control. So whatever you see here, for example, I am no need of menu details or package details, so I can remove and add them, but only if I have a tab. So in order to get my custom object, I need to go to setup, tab, create tab. And since it's our new custom object, we have to go for new button.
So Rashid, we have created our object and now Ruchita is creating tab. So it will it will create a tab for the particular object, custom object, and later on we can add to the applications.
Yes.
You got that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now when I go to the object, since I have already created those objects, I have a list of here. So these are the list of objects, custom objects which I created. And I remember my new one is phone. I'll go to this. As I mentioned earlier, all tabs have certain icons. So this lookup will take you to certain images. You can just pick any one. Is there any phone? Let's say iPhone. Okay. And just go next. Apply only tab visible to all profiles. For now, I'm keeping it default on. Next, include this tab. As I mentioned earlier, these are the drop downs of different apps. So depending upon whom you want to give this app
Permissions.
view permissions, these are the places where I can control them.
So
For now,
basically, like yeah. So basically, class, this is like a security purpose. Like for example, if your client is very specific about the security, so if the he or she tells that to make this visible to this particular application only this object, so as a system admin, we can do that. So these are the, you can see when you click on that include button, it will exclude all this check mark. Then based on your like client requirement, you can do that.
for example, for now, I just want it for the sales, standard
Yeah.
sales.
Yeah.
And I save it.
Yes.
So after saving, I just go to setup again. And since I'm working right now and it's a recent item, you can see what you have worked here. This is what you were saying that I was able to see earlier, right?
Yes, that's where
Yes.
I was. Yeah, that's where I created, but for some reason, I guess it got deleted. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that's what I was referring to. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Rashid,
right,
it clears that it clears your doubt, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Ruchita, can you click on that? Say, yeah, you can see. We can show that tab phone.
yeah.
Yeah, you can customize and add to that sales application. Okay, it is already added. We need to show on that bar.
Yeah, over here you're saying. Yes, it is there.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It is
Now, yeah, while creating the Rashid, now while creating that particular object phones, so Ruchita had given only access to sales application, right? So only it is applicable. It will be available in the sales application. Now she cannot find on that particular. Yeah. Click on the plus icon. Yeah. So you can see that you cannot find phone here because she has not given the access.
I think that phone was different.
No, yeah, no. It will be available here. It will be available here because all the tabs are available here, but it will be not available that on the home chatter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, team. Anyone has any questions about that object creation? Like this was just to clear the Rashid doubt. So like we will be creating our application from the scratch to create the objects, tabs and application, and also from the next class we will be creating the application. So anyone wants to add anything about that object and tabs and all, how like how it is working, and if you're not understanding anything you can ask, so maybe I can answer. So it is not confusing you, all right? So you are getting the thing,
Yeah.
what is like
So
how the
Devendra,
Salesforce. Yeah, Shilpa, please go ahead.
so if we are creating one object as she has shown us, so
Mhm.
after creating the object, we can apply that object in multiple tabs, if I understood, in different, what do you say, applications,
Yes, perfect. Yeah, you can include that. Ruchita, you
including,
can yeah, Ruchita, you can share your screen, and you can show her that you can go to my customize tabs, and then she can understand more.
so one object can be added to multiple applications.
Yeah, yes, based on the requirement, client requirement, and the security purpose. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
got it.
wait.
So
Ruchita, you can click on
that,
that plus icon.
mhm.
Yes, perfect. Plus icon. Okay. Yeah, you can click
Phone.
on customize my tabs. Customize my tabs. Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Customize my tabs. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. Shilpa, you can see here the
Mhm.
custom application is marketing, right?
Yes, marketing. Yeah,
Yes,
custom
yeah. So
applications. Yeah.
so we are so all the available tabs and selected tabs are available for marketing application. So based on the
Okay.
requirement, you can remove or add it, right? So you got it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yes.
based on the requirement, you can remove or add. So Ruchita, can you please click on that marketing drop down? Yes,
Okay. Here
perfect.
we have
So these all
sales.
are the available, customization available applications. Like for example, if Ruchita switch to sales, then all the available and selected tabs of sales will be appearing here. And based on your client requirement, you can add or remove that.
Okay. Okay.
You got
Got
the
it.
difference, right? Yes.
Yes, it is
Perfect.
just like a
Yeah.
field adding it or removing it, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
For
yes.
like,
Yeah. So as an
okay.
admin, we have the that
Mm.
permission to add play around the Salesforce org, and we can customize anything. We can add the field, we can delete the field, and but for the end user, it is not possible. So
Yeah.
Cal just wanted to ask you that you have used Salesforce as an end user, right? Hello, Cal. Do we have Cal? So anyone from the past experience have worked on the end and as
Yes.
an end user
Yeah.
in Salesforce?
Yes, I do. I use it
Yes,
daily.
yeah, yes, Cal. I earlier I had a call with you that you were saying that for many years you were using Salesforce as an end user, right?
Yeah, for about 5 years
Yeah,
now.
yeah, perfect. So you have good extensive experience in using Salesforce. So Cal, just wanted to check that while working for that as an end user, so you don't have any permissions to do all the what we are doing, right?
Yeah, I'm not an administrator. I'm not an admin.
Yes, yes. So that is the thing I was asking. So, based on the requirement, like for example, Cal Patel is an end user, and Ruchita or Rashid is manager. So, they can, and Devendra is a system admin. So, Ruchita and Rashid as a manager of Cal Patel. So, they can email me as a system admin like, "Hi Devendra, I have one employee. He is end user of Salesforce, Cal Patel, and I am his or her manager. So, I want specific access and object access for Cal Patel. So as a system admin, I can give that access. Like I can customize the things what Cal Patel can see. I can customize that. So that is the
Okay.
beauty of Salesforce. Without writing any single line of code, we can develop our application. So some of you Amulya is from .NET background, so she can understand more because I have also worked in 2 to 3 months in .NET. Like for example, Amulya, when we are doing that, creating the text boxes, and also we need to write the text box dot text, and also we need to write one liner, 2 liner code, right?
Oh yeah. Every
Yeah. So, but
functionality will have a function.
yes, yes. Yeah. So
Yes.
and we need to every time we need to add and but there is a feature in that also .NET also we can drag and drop also, but uh, we can write also. But in Salesforce, by clicking we can develop that. So this is the beauty of Salesforce admin.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
any
we
more
are not
questions?
writing any code. We are not writing any code for
So
creating
yeah,
these.
yeah,
I mean, like,
Shilpa. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
Shilpa. So you
Mhm.
can see that by clicking and just following the proper steps, we can easily uh, create our application, like objects, tabs, applications, and also we will be coming. So you can ask Ruchita, Amulya, and also in the previous sessions we were doing. So we haven't tried any type of coding, right? But our applications were working fine, like sending an email alerts and all, right? Ruchita and Amulya.
Yes, Devendra. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the beauty
Okay.
of Salesforce, and it is booming in the market as a job trending. So that is why
Okay.
everyone is opting to learn Salesforce admin skills. So yeah, after learning the admin skills, yeah, if you are capable and good understanding of programming language, and you can opt for development as well.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
yeah, the Salesforce admin course that gives you overview of all the applications and what are the objects and all. So this will give you on the holistic level. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, any more doubts, Muzammil? Some of them are on mute, so I don't know whether they're understanding or not.
No, I mean, it's clear so far. So once we practice, we may have doubts.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So when you practice, then only you can come across the difficulties. Then you can ask, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Sarah, you are able to understand that?
Um, yes, sir. The only
Yeah.
thing
Okay.
is a little kind of confusion here. So she went
Mhm,
under Sales app and she's trying to
mhm,
create an object, which is she created an object called phones, and then she
mhm.
wants to give that phones as a tab, and then under the object you have to create a tab.
No, no, no.
Not
This is
under
not like that. You can simply go to setup and you can. It is not recommended that you need to go to a particular like application and create that object. You can always go to setup and you can create the tab, and after that, based on the requirement, you can add or remove that particular object from the application.
Yeah, yeah, I understand that part. It's just in the beginning, the creation part is where, because she went
Okay.
under, um,
Okay. Okay.
sir,
Okay.
sir,
Okay.
can I
Okay.
explain?
Okay. Yeah. Ruchita, can you please one more time show her, because
Yeah.
yeah, this is the first time we all are like meeting.
Right,
So
sir. Sir, can
yeah.
I explain in my
Yeah.
words?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Um,
You can.
well, Sarah, let me know if I'm not confusing you. When we go to sales, for example, we have products here. So we will be creating certain products. For example, I have created certain products here. So how will I know where my products are? I need some kind of object where all my records of products are kept in one place. So that's what object is doing here. Here, when I go to accounts, all my account details will be in one place. All my contacts will be in one place. Similarly, if I'm creating an object is nothing but one more tab here. Object and tab both are related to each other if you are working in a particular firm. So when we go to setup, first thing what we do is create object, not tab. First we will create is object. While creating object, just go through these details over here. It will be more clear how to create and what it is meant for. Once I create, I'll go again on setup. Why I'm going to set up? To create a tab so that I can see my object over here. So I'm creating a button which gives me an easy access to the particular object. So when I go to tab, again, all the details in a technical language are given here, why it is needed. And once I'm done, since this was in use, there were a lot of objects here, but basically home, lead, accounts, contacts, opportunities, products, price books, these are some standard objects which are provided in this developer org which I am using right now. And phones, since I created this custom object, I need to create a custom tab so that I can see that object here. Am I clear to you?
Yes.
so you link this custom object phones under product.
Yes. So when I go to custom tabs, you see here, there's an object drop down and it always says choose the custom object for this new tab. It doesn't allows me to create a new object here. I have to create
Yes.
my object first. Did you get that, Sarah?
I thought that the accounts, contacts, opportunities, products, these are all standard objects, and what you
Yes. Yes.
created
These all
phones
are
is a custom object.
Yes. Yes. Custom object.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ruchita, you can show them the difference. Yeah, you can show the difference between the custom, how to identify the custom object and how to identify that standard object.
Sure,
That
sir.
double underscore C. Yeah. API
Yeah.
name.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
So if I go to setup, as
We
I
are going.
mentioned, okay, object.
his name, but I don't know. I don't really know if I have it. His number. But he's right on 516 because he moved.
These are about creating custom objects. Okay, not here.
If guys, if not talking, can you please go on mute?
Phones. Oops, this is tab. Am I on mute? Okay, no. Phone is the custom object. So when I go on phone, you see here my API name has --c. This is a sign which tells you that it's a custom object. When I go to standard object, and I can't show standard object like that, right, sir? Or can I?
Wait. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. You can go to that shortcut.
Where, sir?
Shortcut. Yeah, you can go up. Okay, go to account. Yeah, click on new. Go to account. New. Yeah. Click on that. Okay. Click on that
Click on
shortcut.
I think it's this, right? If I go to Cindy's, no. Accounts, we said click on new. Go to shortcut. Where is shortcut?
That arrow. You can see that, right?
Oh yeah.
On the right side.
Fields. Okay. So view object. Yeah. Sorry about that, sir.
No. It's okay.
Add a custom, but still I can't see those details. I see view fields.
View object. Click on view object. Wait. Here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ruchita, do one thing. Can you go to objects?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you go to setup object?
Object. Do I need to go create object? Because then it will take me to
No.
new.
No.
Okay. So object.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Click on the first one, account object.
This.
Hmm.
Yeah. This is a custom.
Perfect.
This is
Come
custom,
down.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, it's custom.
Okay. I need to show. Okay. Come down.
This is all custom because it's
Yes.
underscore.
Yeah.
The basic difference what I
Okay.
wanted to share is the API name
Yes.
will be different. This C is custom.
Yes.
So you mean
whenever
accounts object is custom, it is created?
This is my custom created account object. This is
so
not.
so she has created for her practice. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay,
the
okay.
API name
So-
by default will ends with _C, right?
If you
No,
create
yeah.
if
Yeah, so
see,
the difference, like, Rashid, just wanted to add here. So like whenever you see the double underscore C, so it will be always a custom object.
And that will be by default. I mean, do we have to give that, or it
By
will come by default? Okay.
No. It takes the API name, because you can see I have pinged one like chat. API stands for application program interface. Salesforce APIs are are the way for applications programmatically access data within your Salesforce org in a simple and secure manner.
Okay.
it's mentioned
Like for
here.
like
It's mentioned here. Once you have created a custom object, you can create a custom tab, custom related list, reports, dashboards for users to interact with custom object. You can also access custom object data through the API, which I showed. These are my list of custom objects. Please don't get confused. When I go to edit, you can see here on the top first, it will say custom object and _CC.
So can you click on leads? Can we check how is the standard object mentioned?
That's what I was trying to check for accounts, leads, and contacts, because these are the 3 standards. But I see, I can't see anything here. If I create a new object with same name lead, then it will pop up as underscore CC, underscore.
Mhm. Yeah, because it's you are creating, right? Mhm.
Right.
So the phones object that you have created, and you actually link that one under products.
Can you please say again?
Sales. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
it's
Click
under-
on Ruchita. Click on that product. Yes. Click on that product. Yes. Okay. Click on okay. Click on new product. New product. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Type product ABC. Anything. Anything like you can save the record. Wait. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So just wanted to like add something here. Click on product again. Click on that product. Yeah. Okay. So these objects are like referred to as a table. Like it will be like, for example, it will be like Excel table. In objects are nothing but tables in Salesforce. So now this object contains some of the fields. So now click on new. Yes, click on new. So you can see the columns like these all are the fields in Salesforce. Like field name is product name, product code, product description, active, product family. So these are the fields in Salesforce. Like object is our table and columns are our fields in Salesforce, and whatever we are saving inside that, it is a record. So Ruchita, you can cancel that and you can show that record which you have saved. Yes, perfect. Okay, yeah. So now I think so Shara was I think Sara was like confused about this only. So we have added one record to that product table. You can understand that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So now, yeah, I think so. You are confused in that only that how to add the particular record to that particular object, right?
Yes, but phones is a standalone object right now. It is not linked to any other custom objects. It's just a standalone. It's not linked to any other standard objects. It's just a standalone custom
Yeah, it
object.
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Click on that phone, Ruchita. One more. Yeah, click on new. Yeah, yeah. Anything you can write. Guru schools or anything. So this was just for the example she told. Yeah, she shown us. Yeah, save. Oh, okay. Now click on phones again. Phones. Yes. Perfect. Here. Now, Sarah, you can see one record is created under Guru Schools table, right? Guru Schools. You can see that, right? So now
Yes.
under phones, we have created one account, like one record. So now you got the difference, right? How to like add the records to that particular object.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. It is not confusing. So if you follow the process right and like you will be practicing like creating the objects, tabs, applications, and also it will be easy. So since it is the first day, so like I'm not deep diving into it because there are so many things involved in that. While we will be creating our applications and tabs, like from the next class, we will be creating our applications. So one application, under that application we will be performing all the admin stuffs like for example we will be playing on security model, we will be playing on all the workflow rules, process builders and all. So dashboard reports and also all the functionality that is used by the Salesforce admin, we will be doing that. From the next
So the
class we will be creating application. Yeah, Shilpa.
So
Yes.
the structure is we create the object, then we create a fields on top of the object, then we create a record after that, right?
Yes. So we need to follow specific order, right?
Oh, yes. Okay. And I have one
Because
question. So when we have the
yeah,
standard objects here, leads, can we
Mhm.
duplicate the names with the custom objects? Can we create leads again as a custom objects? We cannot.
No, 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 no. It is
No, right?
always it is a standard object. So if you want to give the name as leads, like double S, and you can like give the another name, you can do that.
But we cannot still duplicate the name with
Yeah.
the.
I will show you the difference. Ruchita, can you please click on that leads? Yes,
Leads, okay.
just to leads. Okay, okay. Click on that new button. Yes, new button. Okay. Okay, perfect. So now, Shopna, you can Shilpa, you can see that lead owner, salutation, first name, last name. So these
Yes.
are the standard given by the Salesforce. So, but if there is a requirement, if you want to create something like this, so you as a custom object, you can replicate the same thing in the custom application. But this is the standard there, and based on the requirement, you can add or remove also. So later on, while we will be working on the records and page layouts, so we will be like playing. So I remember Ruchita, she was playing around that something like lead or accounts. So she missed. She hided all the information. So
So it's the
I
same,
had
the
taken
account, it was same
yes,
account
yes,
which I was showing right now, right? With CC. I
yes,
had two
yes,
objects of account. One is the
yes,
standard one, and another was the custom
yes,
one.
yes,
That's
yes.
why while
So I
working
had
on,
taken her,
yeah,
I had taken her, I had taken her Salesforce login ID and password. So I checked from my end. So security in the security model, like object level security, field level security. Then I went on to page layout. So she has made some of the fields as hidden. So that is why.
Mhm.
So I had again replicate the same to that as leads or accounts. So as a system
Okay.
admin, we can do many things, Shilpa. So you don't need to
Okay.
worry about that. Yeah. So based on
Mhm.
the client
So
requirement,
when
you can
we
work.
okay, so
Yeah.
when we create the object and we are creating the fields, so are these fields interused with another application? Can we use it for other applications also, the same
Yes,
fields,
of course. Yeah,
or
of
no?
course. Of
Okay.
course. You can use because it is based upon the client requirement. Like for example, some of the clients are there. They have specific objects, custom objects, and they want to replicate in particular applications, like 2 to 3 applications. So as a system admin, we can do that.
Okay. Last question, Devendra. So
Yeah, please.
what are the reasons we use the setup actually? We are trying to, I mean, like when I see Ruchita is clicking on setup and going to open something, again clicking on setup. So what are the reasons we use the setup option actually?
Yeah, so the reason is that because all the functionality of admin we are using that it is available in setup. So we cannot. Do you have any like a specific way to go to like if I want to go to object level security? So do you have any specific way to go to that object level security? That is the reason we are always going to setup. So in the beginning of the class, I told you that as a system admin on day-to-day basis, when you are working as a on the client requirement, you need to every time, whether you are a developer or you are a admin, you need to always go to setup.
Okay.
It's like to
Yeah,
edit, create, or modify things. We have to go through setup option.
yeah, because this is this is the tool. This is the toolkit of a system admin, wherein we need to, every time we need to go and we need to search for the things and we need to work upon. Yes.
basically when we are working, for example, currently I'm working on leads. I don't see options here to find my tools. That's why every time when I go to setup, I find my quick search, or if I know the shortest way, I can just go to these tools and start working on my organization. So basically it's a setup which helps you to set your work profile, whatever you're working on right now.
Okay, got it. There is a lot of difference when you click on the setup and the regular.
Yes.
Initially,
Yeah, Rashmi, please go ahead.
with these two.
Oh no, so
Yes.
I just wanted to add on to what Shilpa was asking, but I think she's pretty clear. As per as my understanding, when we sign into the developers org, we are brought to the setup page because, as you've mentioned, clearly admin works around the setup. but we
Yes.
can customize it if we want to, like when we log in and we want to see the home page, we can customize that under our personal settings. But otherwise, since the admin basically works in setup, that's why we always land on this page.
Yes, yes. Yeah, but Rashmi, it is always recommended to use this page only because like it will be creating like it will be confusing for all the things. So that is why I haven't shown that. So yes, we can customize that, but always it is
Okay,
better to
okay,
go
I'm
to
sorry.
setup and do the thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry because
Yeah, yeah.
I know the other way around because okay, I'm sorry, I don't want to confuse it then.
Okay, okay, okay. Rashmi, are you on laptop right now or desktop?
I am on the laptop, yes.
Okay, okay. You can share your screen and you can show, so it will be clear for Shilpa little bit more and for the class. So since this is the first class, so I'm not deep diving into like this settings and also all will be confused. So from the next class, no will be coming. So we have so many things to discuss.
Devendra,
That's the I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's the reason I didn't want to interrupt. I mean, I don't want to confuse it even more. But
Yeah, Muzammil, please go ahead.
yeah, in real-time scenario, I just wanted to know like how often do we customize like objects and everything? Because Salesforce being a CRM, it's pretty much should be standardized. Like that's my understanding. So I
Yes.
just wanted.
Okay. So like from talking from my project, like I was working for I am working for the US clients. So they have specific portals like
Okay.
business partner portal. So as a system, so it will be configured to our Salesforce. So it will be all the implementation team had, like for example, there is one portal and it is integrated to Salesforce. So as a system admin, when we will be working upon that sandbox environment, so there we will be like editing that business portal partner, like a partner, like business, like portal of the business users, and there we can make the changes. Like for example, if the partner, if the in the portal we need to add some of that particular fields, objects, and all. So as a system admin, like we can do that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So we will be coming to those scenarios as well, because while like it depends upon like just to clarify to the class. So like for example, one of the clients for like around 6 to 8 months I had worked in the US. So they were focusing mainly on the data loaders. So they were only interested in the sales. So as a system admin, I was there to handle their data around like 1 lakh or 2 lakhs. Uh, Data 100, like the 100,000 data, 2,000 200,000 data. So they were only interested in data loaders and all. So for continuously 2 or 3 months I was working on the data loaders part, just to import, export, delete and all CSV files. So these were my day-to-day responsibility as admin. So I was not interested in that working around the users, creating users, and doing like adding fields, removing fields and all. But I was like working like around 2 months I was working on the data loaders, then they like gave me another work. So like it depends upon the organization and what they are working upon and the client.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes.
Sir, I have a quick
Yeah.
question. So every
Yeah.
custom object that you create, it comes with the standard fields and then you add your own custom fields with it?
Okay, so the good question. So it will not come with a standard field. So yeah, so while creating, like for example, Ruchita has created one phone. So when you click on phone object, it will like it will pop up phone name. But when you want to add particular fields to that particular object, we can do that. Like we can go to like we can go to setup and we can go on field and relationships and we can add the field. So when we will be creating from the next class, we will be creating our applications wherein from the scratch we will be creating the object and tabs. Then our first we will be creating our application, then tabs, sorry, object, then tabs. Then we will be adding fields to that particular tab, objects. So from the next class we will be creating the fields. So like for example, there is a phone field. So I want to add some like details in the phone field, what needs to be there, first name, last name, or anything. So as a system, like as a system admin, we can go to that fields and relationships on the particular object, and we can add or remove that field. Hope you're clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Ruchita, are you on your desktop or laptop?
I shifted to my desktop. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you are, yeah, you can share your screen and just a quick workaround. You can show how to like create the fields, like just to clarify Sarah's doubt. So from the next class, obviously we are going to create the application, but just to make sure that's and yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, Sarah, for now, when we see, when I open my phones, this is my kind of record which will be created. And in that, I have only the phone name and owner name, which is for now, we need to add some fields. So there is a side, what should we call this, sir?
This is a shortcut. Yeah, this is a shortcut.
Okay.
Quick access
Yeah,
force.com
quick.
menu.
Yeah. Quick access of the like shortcut.
Force.com menu.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. When you like, yeah, and when you want to go to that setup, then from setup also go to object, and then from there also you can create the fields.
I'd just like to add here.
Yeah, Rashmi, please.
This is not recommended to go in from the force.com because it's not on the Lightning setup. So it's generally recommended to go by the setup route, the quick find
Okay.
setup.
Yeah,
box.
but Rashmi, we can. Yeah, Rashmi, but we can click on fields. It will not redirect to that Lightning. It will be in the classic as well.
No,
it will
sir.
be in the classic.
No, sir. I'm trying to say is the force.com quick access menu. This menu, the plus. You see this where it is trying to do this shortcut menu. This is not on the Lightning UI. It's only on the classic one. So if you're working,
Yeah,
with
I know.
Lightning-
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
No, I'm
but
just trying
when
to
we
tell
are-
Sarah about this, that it's not on the classic. So
Yeah.
it's ideal to go through the setup.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So
Yeah.
what will
Ruchita,
happen?
you can go to
So what will happen if you go through this route here? Like if you go
So,
from here
yeah.
now, what will happen? Like if you click on new?
Let me answer you. This is right now we are working on classic.
Classic, right?
So for the time being, I would say let's focus on how system works on classic. What she meant was if I switch to Lightning, and just give me a couple of seconds. Okay, so when I go to classic, it's overall the look and feel is very different. Not the setup comes here as a gear bar, gear icon, and all my apps which were somewhere here in the classic in a highlighted and drop down list comes in this. So when
it is an app launcher.
Yeah,
We call it as an app launcher.
So which
So-
view are we in now? This is the classic one or is the lightning mode?
This is the
Lightning one.
Lightning.
So
Okay.
yeah, this is she is showing the difference. Like Rashmi just wanted to add to your question. So Rashmi, like when we are working the Lightning, so directly when we click on the object, so all the lists are available. So we can directly click on that field and relationship button, and we can create that, right?
Just wanted to add that as an admin, we should be aware that force.com
Yeah,
quick access
for-
menu is not on the
Yes,
Lightning UI. It's only on the classic
Yeah.
UI.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
because we are
Okay.
working at the backend as the admin, so we should know this difference. I mean, I just wanted to add
Yeah.
to her. I don't want to confuse.
No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. So it's always better to have 2 to 3 answers for the questions, so we can like relate the things, and we can. It's better to like have and make a note, and we can give this like if someone asks, then we can explain in better way. Thank you so much.
So should I continue in Lightning or classic?
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, Ruchita, you can show her in the classic first. Like,
Okay.
yeah, go to object and yeah, setup.
Yep. Why? Okay, I think. has not changed for me.
You need to, yeah, you need to click that. Yes, switch to classic. Setup,
So
setup,
right
setup, setup,
by setup, okay.
setup. You need to go to object. Yeah, directly you can access from here also. No object, yeah, object, yeah.
Recent
In
items.
the
it's
recent,
there.
yeah, recent
then the
items it is there. Yeah.
Custom object, yeah. Phones.
Yeah. Go to phones. Sorry. Yeah, custom phone. Yeah. Perfect. Now, Shara, now you want to add some fields, right? You were asking. So come down. Yes. So now you can see the column custom fields and relationship, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Click on new. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So now these are the field available like data types. The what we will what we call this data types. Like you can see auto number, formula, roll up summary, lookup relationship, master detail. So this master lookup we will be discussing afterwards, like in the mid of the class when we will be covering the relationships. So Ruchita, can you please scroll down a little bit? Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can see the checkbox, currency, date time, email, number, phone, pick list, text area long, time, and all. So these are the data types available in Salesforce. So in the meanwhile, like if you have time exploring the Salesforce, or you can go to this data types. And Ruchita, you can show the shortcut to just to clear the assist out. Yeah, cancel it. And you can directly go to phones. You can directly go to phones. Click on that. Yeah, object. Yeah, perfect. Now click on the shortcut. Yeah, click on new. Yeah,
It's the same.
perfect. Wait, yeah, yes, it's the same. So Rashid, so just for just to save the time, so like if you're comfortable with that, you can directly click on the particular object, and you can like in the quickforce.com access, you can directly click on that particular field, and you can access that. You got the difference, right?
Right. Yeah.
Don't
It's
need to
like a
go to setup.
shortcut there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is a shortcut provided by the Salesforce just for the quick access. So that is the difference. You can also go to setup and particular object, and you can click on that field and relationships button, and you can be like you can do that. But uh, uh, you can also access this quick access menu. And Ruchita, you can show in the lightning as well how we can directly click on that field and relationships button, and we can create that particular object. Sorry, a
Sure, sir.
particular data type. So Rashid, you are understanding, right? How like we are going from where and right?
Yes. Yes,
So
Devendra.
yeah. So anyone has any questions, please ask, right? So
Yeah, Devendra, I think I missed out, or maybe what's the difference between this classic and lightning? So
yeah.
versions.
So yeah.
Look and
Okay.
feel.
So Muzammil, so some of the look and feel is the different thing. Like for example, some of the things like Rashmi told that as a like some of the functionality is not available in classic, but it is available in
Lightning.
Lightning UI.
Okay.
So when you are like earlier when Rashid was doing first of all first in the like first half, so I had given him I told him to type process builders in that particular setup. So it
Okay.
redirected to Lightning because process builders, when we do the process automation, it is not supported in classic UI. So that is the reason Salesforce has upgraded to Lightning version to make sure all the things are uh, covered. Yeah.
Okay.
And Ruchita, Ruchita, can you go scroll up? Yeah,
Yes,
scroll
sir.
up. Yeah, go up, go up. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Oh, so yeah. Wait here. So someone was asking that about the standard object and the custom object. So here you can see. Here you can see the
Sarah.
label, API name, type, and description. So this is the beauty of like the Lightning version. So you can directly see which is the standard object and which is the custom object. It is written, right? So you can see the standard object. Who was asking that difference? How to identify that?
Yeah, Devendra, it's me, Shilpa. actually.
Shilpa. Okay, Shilpa. So
Mm.
here you can see that double underscore C, what Ruchita and I was telling. So it is a
Mm.
custom object. So
Yeah.
we like API name. So always
Mm.
remember, it will be the interview question. So interviewer will ask you and confuse you that I have a standard object which has the double underscore C API name. So I want to use in the some of the applications. So you can say that sorry, standard it's like
It's a custom
standard
object.
object.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a custom object first of all, and double underscore or C always comes with the API name always comes with the custom object, not with the
Yeah.
standard object. So you can see that it is directly written that it is custom or a standard object. So just I recall the some of the questions which you asked, and now it is clear, right? You can explore in the
Yeah.
lightning even. Yeah. Perfect.
So if we see here the object manager here directly, so we have the drop down right next to it, right? So whatever we were
Yes.
talking about, the classic interface, user interface, you were talking about the force.com, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Force.com is a
we,
platform. Yeah.
I mean, like the options when we click on it, the arrow mark, we click and we get all the options.
Yes.
We were getting all the options. So are those options will be appearing when we click on this drop down for the objects in Lightning?
No. Click on that, Ruchita, please click on that, object manager drop down. It will take you to, perfect. It will take you to create a new object.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Ruchita, do one thing, click on phone or insurance, anything. Object, custom object, any custom object.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now you can see on the right hand side, you can see details, field and relationships, page layouts, lightning record pages, button and links, actions, compact layout. So please click on that field and relationships. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So now you can see created by, last modified by, owner, phone name. So these are the standard, like you can see these are the standard labels or fields available. So when you want to create new field, click on that new field. Yeah, new button. Yes, perfect. So the same interface appears, right? So you got the
Yes.
difference. So yeah, how to navigate and access through classic and lightning, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct.
yeah, so in the classic, in the lightning, the thing is that it is available in one go. So you don't need to go set up. Like you directly you can click on the field and relationships. You can directly go to page layouts. Ruchita, can you please click on page layouts? Okay, perfect. Yes, click on that phone layout. No, phone layout. Yeah, okay. Okay. So this is the layout of phone object. So later on we will be discussing that. So how this page layouts works. So just for your information, I had shown you, because it is available below field and relationships. So you can navigate all the things.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Devendra. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Anyone wants to ask any question what we discussed today? So we are so I think, what is the time at your end now? It is around 10:15 or 10:20, right?
Yeah, 9:15 here Central Time. So
9:15
10:15
Central
Eastern.
Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Devendra, quick recap. Like, what we did today is we saw how to create objects, and then after creating the objects, we created the fields.
Yes.
Or edit the fields, and
Created
then
the tab.
created the tab and the fields on that. Then we also saw in the classic mode and the lightning mode how to go through the setup setup thing to look for the standard objects and the custom objects.
Yes.
Okay. Did I miss anything, or that's what?
No. Yeah. Okay. Cal, do you understand that what we understand, like what we covered today? Chintan, Cal, Lakshmi, Muzammil.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sarah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. And Dimple?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, Cal. Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. So, guys, we are good for today. And from the next class, I will be like, I can show you in my org also, because like when I will be showing in my org, then you will be not like you will be seeing the recording and doing. But it is always recommended to like do like simultaneously. Like for example, if I am telling to share screen of Rashid, so if he is doing something, so you guys can also replicate the same things at your end also, because hand in hand when we are working, so we can ask the doubts, right? While watching the recordings, like when you come across any doubts, so I may be when you ping on the WhatsApp or call me or message me, so I will be, for example, I will be not available, so you can like miss something. So it is always recommended, like when I guide step by step anything, so you can practice at the class only, because it will be more hands-on. And for your like Ruchita, Amulya, they were like doing the in the class hand on hand in hand, and also they were like replicating the same in the like as a homework also. So like we can from the next class we will be making the class more interactive in terms of creating the objects applications and all, so like all can learn, right? For example, if I'm missing something, so you can also like so it's a human error, right? So sometimes I may also miss something, so you can guide me. So like it is not like that you don't hesitate to ask anything and don't hesitate to interrupt when I'm wrong, right?
Devin, I was just wondering, what about the first class? Where am I going to be able to review that on my own?
Uh, Cal, actually, the first class was just introductory. So we had a small introduction, like Muzammil was there, Lakshmi was there, Dimple was there. These three people were there, and Amulya, I think Amulya Shilpa was there. So we had just a small introduction about yourself. Like for example, I introduced myself, and they introduced themselves. So and after that, I had made them to create that particular Salesforce login and Trailhead login. That's it. We
Okay.
done in the first class. So that is
Okay.
so yeah. So that Rashid has followed, and that is why he has created his account, right, Rashid?
Okay, got you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. And Rashid, sorry, and Chintan and Cal, you can introduce yourself to the class. So where you are living in and what experience you're carrying. So all the class, so class can like
Yeah,
understand more
sure.
about you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So I'm in New Jersey, and I work for an engineering company called New Jersey Precision Technologies. We're a medical device manufacturer in the manufacturing industry, all done in America. And I'm part of their inside sales group, where we reach out to a lot of their customers in the United States to my job is to generate new accounts, more revenue for the company. And so I use Salesforce predominantly since we started using it back in 2015, I believe it was, about 6 years or 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. So I've been using Salesforce for quite a bit, but again, not from the aspects that we're looking at it right now, obviously. So I'm just the end user, like a user, and I'm not an admin on there either. We have limited licenses for the number of people that are doing sales, because we only have 2 people in the sales marketing department in the company. I'm one of them. So, but I do have familiarity with what we're talking about here, as far as the objects and the opportunities, leads, contacts, accounts. That's what I use predominantly on a daily basis to reach out to customers and things of that sort. So that's my background. I've been in sales for 25 plus years.
All right. I'm Chintan. I live right outside of Philly. I work for a private company, MedRisk, and we do workers' comp. I work as a business coordinator and a project manager, kind of both hand in hand. I worked with Salesforce for about the last 5 years, believe, as a front end user. And on my team, I have a Salesforce admin and a developer that I work with currently. So I'm very familiar with the Salesforce ins and outs. So I know how to do add tabs and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just want to learn the back end stuff of Salesforce, but I'm pretty familiar with Salesforce and I use it pretty much every day. Yeah.
Okay, great, Chintan. Okay, Sarah, you can go ahead.
I live in New Jersey and I have worked in testing for pharmaceutical companies, but then afterwards the project is all done, and then now I'm trying to move into Salesforce.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
I just have a
perfect.
quick question, sir. In earlier slides, you were trying to show the architecture of the Salesforce and where it actually shows that objects and tabs and applications, objects and tabs and fields, and it's a very kind of nice diagram. I just kind of
Okay, I'll share. I'll share in the group. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, don't do it. Okay. 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 It was just for the understanding, like what are the tables of, like what are the tables, fields, and records in Salesforce. So just an overview. I will share in the group so you can access it. Okay. Okay, guys, we are good for today, and then I'll see you on Saturday. And then from the next class, we will be doing more and more hands-on. And after that,
when is the next session?
Saturday, 8:30 p.m. EST.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I will also post this recording so you can go through if you are in doubts. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Thank you so much, all.
Devendra.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thank
Rashid.
you, Devendra. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
everyone.
you all.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you all. Yeah. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.